So in this show, we're going to be looking at the 7 mistakes that beginners often make when they start investing. Being a beginner myself, I want to avoid as many of these as possible. So what would the first one be?
First one has got to be doing nothing. And it might be a strange one to start off with, but if you think about it, you might not have started investing for a number of reasons, but the important thing is literally just to get started. Step 1 is look at a company that you're interested in, that you think will be around for a long time, buy that company. Just buy one share, get some skin in the game, and it'll just allow you to be interested and keep going.
So I've already made one mistake out of our 7 by doing nothing, but
it happens.
One of the things that I've been telling myself for a while is like, I just need to put some money in somewhere, like if it's €10 in whatever company. That
is part of it, and I think there's a lot to do with short-term versus long-term thinking.
Yeah.
So you kind of want to avoid just thinking short-term. Investing is a long-term game, so set your investing horizon at say 5 years or longer. If you're only investing for a week at a time and then see the price go up and sell, or the price goes down and you sell, you're not really investing, you're just trading. Take a long-term mindset. Imagine that you are literally buying a piece of this company, and you actually are doing that. So buy it, hold it. It's a great place to start.
But you don't really want to be thinking too long term, right? You want to actually see some of your returns, within the next 100 years.
Exactly. You don't want to be an old hobbly man or woman with a load of cash but nothing to do with it. Don't play it too safe. That's another mistake. You have a long investing life ahead of you. You have time to earn money through your job or your companies or whatever. Playing it too safe, especially if you're a younger investor, is something you want to avoid. You can take more risk than say someone who's retired. You have time to make that money back, so try not to play it too safe, especially when you're a younger investor.
Yeah, similarly, I imagine on the other side of the spectrum that not playing safe at all is a bad thing.
Exactly. Playing it too risky, again, is the opposite side of the coin. You don't want to do that either, because if you only invest in these like hyper growth, young, flashy companies that you think might do well, and perhaps they do well, if you only invest in those, you are taking on quite a lot of risk. Some beginner investors buy the next hottest thing and that's all they buy. You want to balance it out. We've talked about it before. Diversification is key. Buy some safer plays, buy some riskier plays, and overall it'll help you average out your portfolio and just make you a better investor.
You hear of people always trying to beat the market or get one over, but you just never really know how it's going to go.
No, you don't. You don't want to try and time the market. That's another mistake that beginner investors make. They don't want to buy when the price is going down because they're afraid it'll go lower, and they do want to buy when the price is going up or it's been going up fast for a while. If the price is going up and you buy at a certain point, chances are it might just pivot the next day and go straight down. Vice versa, if you're trying to wait until the market recovers when prices are going down, it might shoot up and now you've missed out on 20-30% gains. Just focus on buying companies you believe in when you have money. The right time to buy is when you have the funds to do so, not what the prices are doing. So don't try and time the market, just buy companies you believe in.
Yeah, and I think it can be quite all-consuming, tracking minute by minute every movement in the market and every company in the market and what's happening.
Yeah, that's another mistake that investors make, is speculation. So instead of trying to guess that a company's price is going to go up and invest just because of that, buy companies you believe in, hold them for the long term, and don't try and buy and sell companies because you think their price is going to go up or down within the next week. It's just it's a losing game, and try and avoid it.
Similarly, I imagine you want to invest with money that you actually own also.
Exactly, yeah. And it might sound obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people do invest with borrowed funds, and it's not the good way to go. What might happen is if you borrow funds from your broker, and a lot of brokers do offer this, based on the money you have in your account, you'll be offered a margin, and that's essentially a percentage of the funds you have in your account will be added if you choose to do so, and you can invest those even though you don't actually own those funds. That sounds all well and good. It's like, oh hey, free money. It's all well and good until the investments you make with that money drop, and every time that happens you start owing the percentage gain to your broker, and if you don't have the funds to cover that in cash, they will then start forcing you to sell your existing positions to cover those costs. That will happen whenever the broker decides to do it, so that could be at a really bad time in the market. So in a nutshell, don't invest on margin and you're good to go.
Right, so time to go and not make some mistakes.
No mistakes.
So to summarize then, the 7 major mistakes that beginner investors make are doing nothing, investing for the short term, playing it too safe, playing it too risky, trying to time the market, speculating instead of investing, and investing on margin. So we hope you enjoy that video and learn some mistakes that you shouldn't make.
Please do not make those mistakes. And do let us know in the comments below if there's certain topics or things that are confusing you. We make these videos to try and educate and help people, especially beginner investors. So do let us know and we'll make sure to cover those in our next video.
Hope to see you soon.
Make sure to like this video.